behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why, but we keep going round and round in the same place. Can't decide to live my life on the ground or in outer space. Memories keep me waiting for you, keep me waiting for you. Leave with me to the stars above. I think I'm ready for you. Memories keep me waiting for you, keep me waiting for you. Leave with me to the stars above. I think I'm ready for you. I think I'm ready for you. Wait for me, I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why, but we keep going round and round in the same place. Can't decide to live my life on the ground or in outer space. Memories keep me waiting for you, keep me waiting for you. Leave with me to the stars above. I think I'm ready for you. I think I'm ready for you. I think I'm ready for you.
You can wait for what? Oh. You coming to join me? You can wear the bikini.
No, I'm not wearing the bikini. You can wear the bikini.
It says the taco suit I'll think about. Bikini never.
I think zero.
I think Zero would look hot in the bikini.
I wanna see the light. I wanna see the light.
I came down here to make food like late at night and then it was quiet. Because I forgot that mom was here. And then like I come back down to throw the plate away. I was like, wait a sec.
I'm gonna get attacked by Zero.
Mom's not home and Zero's not going crazy. He must be upstairs.
I meant to say something. I was gonna say something about that. That way you could. I was gonna say something about that. That way you, if you wanted to come back down and play your video game or whatever, you could. But then you said you were going up to your to play with your buddy, so I didn't say anything about it.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sledgehammer and Panda. I know Sledge says he's not here with us yet. He'll be here in a minute.
I said fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
What's your name?
Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you. No, fuck. What's your name?
Tony.
Fuck you, Tony.
Guess what I did by that fire over there?
Don't you bring my mother into this.
Guess what I did over there? I fucked your mother.
Fuck. I don't remember how it goes.
That would be my sister, so no, I did not do that. That was.
It was like, guess what
I don't remember either. If it makes you feel any better, I think I even messed up the fire part.
I think so. It was like, guess what I did over there? And he's like, don't bring my mother into this. Not that fire. It's like, oh.
And then I fucked your mother next to it. Yeah, that's what it was.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Tony. That's like a classic.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's old.
Hitting your sister again. Yep. Busted. Banjo music intensifies. It's the only way. Not the banjo music. Dude, the amount of times that I talk about banging family members on the live stream, I should probably be shut down.
Probably. See, at least on my live streams, I'm talking about banging family members.
It's all for the lulz, you know. It's funny.
I just make...
If fucking family member, if talking about fucking family members isn't funny, then I don't want to be right, okay? Like, I'm not saying in every situation, but like it's almost a shock value, you know? It's like people don't expect you to make
dark humor jokes aren't funny. I don't want to be right.
Is fucking your family offensive or dark humor? I mean, it's definitely illegal, but is it dark humor or offensive? That's the question. That's the question.
I mean, it's probably offensive to the people down in Alabama.
I feel like it would be motivation. Oh yeah, that's true. You'd be mocking their beliefs. That's true. I didn't think about it like that. Sledge with the frickin' just. Why are we having this conversation? We ought to warm you guys up. You know, we can't just jump into narcissism and mental health. You know, we gotta fucking lube you guys up, just like my relatives. We gotta lube you up. My nephew's over here just shaking his head like. Clearly, yes, that is a necessity. Sledgehammer says, "What?
Things are only illegal.
Come here.
If you get caught.
Things are only illegal if you get caught." That is words to live by, Sledgy. Doing things isn't illegal. Getting caught is illegal. Come here. I want to pet you. You're handsome. Oh, you're my handsome boy.
Wet outside?
No, he's wet because I gave him a bath.
Oh.
Huh, you got a bath, Zero. You're nice and clean.
Oh, your camera's on your phone?
Yeah. Yeah, I use a Droid Cam app. Like I have a camera on my laptop, but it's not very good. Right. So the camera on my phone's a lot better, and then I can do this and give them that POV, 0 head scratches. POV, you have a cute husky. See my hand coming out of the screen. Got your face covered up by the boss bar.
Do you think I'd be able to connect that to my Xbox? The camera?
I don't think so. What you could do with the Xbox, what I did was you can get a USB webcam, like a webcam that like has a USB, and that will work. That's what I used to do.
Yeah, the other thing with that though is
Aurora might even have one from whenever she was going to do her streaming and stuff.
maybe I don't think so though.
Ask her about it, because I know she got the whole setup. So unless unless they just got her like a normal camera or figured she would use the camera on the laptop, she might have one. Or your mom might have an extra one laying around somewhere.
That's a good one.
That was why I had one. It was like an old one that was like just laying around for years. I hadn't used it in years, and then I had noticed on like when I was streaming on Xbox, it had like given me the option for a camera, and I plugged it in. Aurora, do you have a webcam, like a USB like plug-in webcam? I know that you like got some of the stuff for streaming at one point. Aiden was asking about having a camera up, because like I use my phone as a camera on my stream, but it's because I have my computer and stuff. But on the Xbox, if he had, because when I used to stream on the Xbox, if he had like a USB plug-in webcam, he'd be able to use it. I didn't know if you had one. Yeah. You're welcome. Free feet. Oh yeah. You usually got to pay extra for that kind of action, Sledgy. Feel free if them feet are doing it for you. Feel free to hit us with the donation. Feel free to hit us with the donation. I can give you my feet too. There. I got foot condoms on though. There's holes in these foot condoms though. So I don't know what to do with that information. Segue back to Zero. We rely on his cuteness to counterbalance my craziness. Who's that cutie in the background? Some handsome man. If you don't know, that is Mr. Panda himself. Martin says, "Well, that's a stream title. What I miss? Narcissism?" Right? The stream title is as long as it... Can I actually see your phone and see what it looks like? If it actually says the whole thing.
I don't think it does.
You have to click on the thing. Nope, you really shouldn't sling around psychiatric terms, it just says. Can I, like, click on it? You can't even read the whole thing. Maybe on the computer you can. I don't know. The stream title is...
There it is.
Oh, you get it? You really shouldn't sling around psychiatric terms as ammunition if you aren't willing to Google them and make sure you understand them first. Yes, that is the topic of the day. Because things like narcissism, you know, literally from my 15-year-old niece, a conversation that we had yesterday, that term gets slung around way too much. And, like, there are adults that are 10 plus, 20 plus years older than her who will still use words that they don't fucking know the definition of. And you've literally got a supercomputer in your pocket. There's no reason to not Google the shit. Like, unless you really think you know what you're talking about. But, like, man, I'm just glad that, like, I am not that kind of person. Because I would fucking lose it. Let's see here. What do we got going on? Ain't nothing wrong with a little self-love. You can on your page. I can what on my page? Sledge says you really shouldn't. Oh, yeah. I can read the title. I know what the title was. I was going to read it, but I wanted to see what it looked like from the phone view. I have it right here. I would have had a scroll, but I have it right here. It's quite scrolly. Actually, I can share my screen with you guys. Boom. Right here's the title. Boop, boop, boop. 140 characters out of 140 characters. That is as long as you can make a stream title. That is as long as you are allowed to make it.
Keyword.
You fucking narc. That is not what narc means, Sea Turtle. I ain't no narc and I ain't no narcissist. I kind of had to, like, self-reflect because, like, I'm the type of person that, like, takes things to heart. So, like, if you say something to me, like, I'm gonna beat myself up about it whether it's even true or not. Like, I'm a fucking dig deep and see if it's something that actually... Because, like, I really want to know what the fuck's wrong with me. I've been trying to figure it out for 3 years now. Like... And, man, I'm gonna break into, like... I'm gonna dissect narcissism today and just, like... I would love to hear you guys' opinions on whether or not you think that I am narcissistic. Narcissism, the qualities, the 4 defining qualities are thinking very highly of oneself. Anybody who knows me knows I have the worst self-esteem in the world. Needing admiration. Who doesn't like a little admiration? But I haven't gotten a whole lot of it in my life, so if that's a necessity for me, I'm fucking awful at getting it. Only point.
What is admiration?
Like being admired.
Oh.
Yeah, like who doesn't like to be admired? But it's not something that I need. I will gladly tell you to fuck off if that means losing whatever admiration you're giving me because I don't give a fuck about the admiration. Like, is it nice sometimes? Sure. But who the fuck doesn't like a little admiration? Believing others are inferior. I literally love everybody. Like, I don't even... Like, my brain can't even really comprehend, like, the idea of, like, racism and, like, hate. Like, it can't. Unless you've done some stupid shit, and then I might hate you. No, not really. But, and the last one is really what gets me. Lacking empathy for others. If you don't know the definition of empathy, lacking empathy for others. The definition of empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. If only there was a platform, a community where we spent 1+ hours a day trying to understand and share our feelings with one another. If only there was something like that going on in my life, maybe I wouldn't be so narcissistic. What? We may have found out something new about Mr. Panda, but all right, let's catch up in the chat here. Sledge says, my phone is on the table, not in my pocket. Hey, that's fine. Martin says, isn't it just one of the psychiatric pathology types? I'm not 100% sure. Yes, it is. Narc is 100% the shortened version of narcissist. Narc is somebody who, like, tells on you. Narc is if you're a narc, you're like a tattletale. You're a snitch. Yeah, you're telling the cops, like, or you are a cop, like that narc. What? I don't know if you're fucking with me or what's going on. Narcissistic, sociopathic, and psychopathic. I'll have to look into what the actual definitions of those other two are because I could be one of those.
I think I might be a sociopath, actually.
I don't think I'm that. I think I've looked that up before, and I'm not that. I might be a psychopath, though.
Sociopath is a mental health disorder characterized by disregard for other people. Those with antisocial personality disorder may begin to show symptoms in childhood, but the condition can't be diagnosed until adolescence or adulthood.
I don't think anybody heard that, but thank you.
Well, I'm telling you, not them, so it's fine.
I thought narc was for narcotics officers, right? Like, me and Logan are pooping together. A family that poops together, swoops together? I don't know. Turtle says, I don't need admiration, but it would be nice every once in a while, right? Like, it's definitely not a necessity. Like, I have lived a life of very little admiration. Like, I've gotten more admiration in the last couple of years from amazing people like you guys than I have most of my life, but Ed is by no means something that fuels me at all. Based on the Greek god Narcissus or something. Oh shit, I'm a narc. You're a narc? You're a fucking tattletale snitch? Oh shit. Martin says, loved his own reflection so much, he left his lover die. Damn. Sledge says, I have no clue what's ruckin' going on here. Oh, I forgot about the ruck being in the title. Although, I probably wouldn't have gotten away with it. I would have gotten in trouble probably. Let's see here. Turtle says, to be fair, it's other people's fault. I used to have empathy until people made me lose feelings. Hey, that's fair. You know, that's fair. I don't know that you can... You know, I think that you can definitely blame others for a certain period of time. But I feel like, you know, you kind of have to try to not let other people's bullshit change who you are as a person so much that, like, it prevents you from healing in certain ways and prevents you from giving other people, you know, chances, because you miss out on a lot. But I definitely understand what you're saying, Sea Turtle, and I'm not in any fucking position to give anybody psychiatric advice. And that is one of the reasons why, honestly, I kind of stepped back from, like, mental health stuff for a little while, just because people would accuse me of that shit all the time. And it's like, dude, I'm just sitting here trying to fucking talk with people and make sure that people are okay. Like, I'm not fucking trying to diagnose anybody. I don't think that I'm some fucking self-help guru. Like, I'm just a real motherfucker who will tell you exactly what I'm thinking. And that's rare. And that's why people fucking love me. If that makes me a narcissist, then I don't want to be any other... No, I'm just kidding. The joking self-confidence, like, I can understand why, like, if you didn't really know me and you heard me say one or two of the things that I sometimes say, like, why you could maybe think that I do, what was the first one? Why I do think very highly of myself. But no, I wish. Like, I know that I'm not, like, a bad person. You know, I'm not the worst looking. Like, overall, I'm at least average-ish, you know, give or take, you know, 10, 15, 25%. But, like, I still, like, as far as I feel and I'm concerned myself, like, I'm in the bottom 5%. Like, I do not have a very high fucking self-esteem. So for somebody to, like, genuinely make that comment, it's obvious that they don't know who I am. So it doesn't really bother me or affect me. It did for a little bit, you know. I spent most of the day yesterday, like, thinking, which you guys know causes me pain. So I'm over here thinking, like, am I a narcissist? Like, looking up definitions, like, you know, making sure that, like, because I would love to know what my fucking issues are. What's the one? BPD. What the fuck does that mean again? Borderline personality disorder. I do have some symptoms of that one. I may have that, and that is something that I'm going to talk to my therapist about once I get my intake done and stuff. Now, since I moved, I've had a couple weeks where I haven't gotten to see a therapist, but I'm fucking ready. Like, especially with the bullshit that I've had to endure the last couple weeks, I am fucking so ready to go and see a therapist. And fortunately, I'm at a point in my own growth that I can figure my shit out without it. But, you know, medically it was recommended, and obviously I've still got shit that I need to learn about myself, about, you know, psychiatric health, and I'm very excited to get back to therapy. And I think some other people should probably seek some therapy too. Dizzy Bats, I hope you have a great day. Narc is a narcotics agent. Yeah, nah, I was just fucking with you. I thought so. Miss you guys, Narcissus, sissy. I thought the same thing. They don't want empathy. Why should I give it out? Very true. You shouldn't. You shouldn't just give it out. Again, empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. So by no means is that something that you owe to anybody. However, you shouldn't stop yourself completely from being empathetic. Sea Turtle, you and me have had amazing conversations, and I know for a fact that there's still some sort of empathy in you. Extraterrestrial Moth, what's going on? Good to see you. How are you doing? A first time chatter. You seem pretty excited about me though, so you like, it seems like you know who I am. Who are you? Where did you come from? Are you somebody that we met in the last couple of days through these amazing raids over in Jennifer and freaking You Had Matter? Oh my god, that fucking guy. That guy like really pulled me out of my freaking funk. Sledgy's being summoned. Uh-oh. I was just saying last night I need to talk to a therapist. I'm the Gravy. Oh, what's going on, Gravy? How's it going? Turtle says, I've lost the ability to know when and how to use my empathy. It comes and goes, but mostly goes and never comes. I get it. I definitely get it. I've definitely, struggled in the last, couple of months, couple of years, whatever, at times with empathy. Strictly because I can't fucking remember the definition half the time. Fucking brain injury. But something that, you work on if you decide to, Being able to actually be self-aware like you are, Sea Turtle, is something that most people cannot do. So, like, don't beat yourself up if you're not always the most empathetic, because you're self-aware, and that's the fucking important part. Like, put some thought into it. If you need to be more empathetic, work on it. If you think you're fine, then don't fucking worry about it. Do something else. Like, that's the greatest part about being self-aware, is that you don't have to rely on other people to tell you what you need to do. And by other people, I don't mean me or like your friends. I mean like, trained fucking medical professionals. And I will gladly still listen to those people and take those things into effect. But if if a therapist or if a doctor was like, hey, I think that this is what's wrong with you, I would gladly take that into consideration. But I'm self-aware enough that if that doesn't fit exactly what's going on with me, I can let them know. Because I have enough fucking emotional intelligence to express myself and to understand and share the feelings of others. That's empathy. And if you're empathetic, you're not narcissistic. And the thing about, narcissism is that there are multiple qualities. So, like, just because you recognize that somebody has a quality does not mean that they're narcissistic. First of all, I don't have a single one of those 4 qualities. Even if I had one of them, though, that wouldn't make me narcissistic. Like, people just literally are ignorant as fuck. And they just say whatever the fuck comes out of their mouth. And I'm kind of the same way. I just say whatever the fuck comes to mind. But I at least will do my fucking diligence with it. Let's see here. Martin says, that's just called being exhausted. Sea Turtle says, it's easier to have empathy when I know someone's being genuine. Like talking with you, I can have empathy because me and you had long, deep convos, and I know you're genuine, and I know if I tell you something or give you some sort of advice, you would think about it and may use it. I just got overdone giving people advice that they asked for but never used, and just did what they wanted to do anyway. I feel you there, Sea Turtle, and you've heard me say so many times that I don't give advice. With empathy and with a lot of things, our friend Irish Apex, he's been out fighting a war. Make sure you guys send him some love. But he had a really good analogy that other people have definitely heard, I'm sure. But, you have your cup. And, there are some people who will fill your cup, and there are some people who will take from your cup. And when you have your cup of empathy and you're pouring it out, you're giving people this advice, even if they ask for it, you're pouring out, especially if they're not going to listen to it, it can be obnoxious. It can be annoying. Like, I wasted my time trying to help you, and you fucking didn't utilize the information anyway. Like, I get it. That's one of the reasons why I don't give advice. That's one of the reasons why, if I have a conversation with somebody and they need some fucking guidance, that's what I do. I guide them. I help them, put everything out on the table, figure out what the options are. And I let them figure it out for themselves. An idea always holds more weight when it comes from yourself. So, like, if I tell you exactly what you need to do, you're not going to want to do it. If I tell Mr. Panda to go clean his room, he's not going to want to do it. Even if he was just thinking, man, that thing's nasty, I need to go clean that shit. If I...
Funny?
What?
Literally, my room, it was dirty for like a year, and people kept telling me to clean it, and when they stopped after like 3 months, I actually cleaned it overnight.
Yeah, because that, when people tell you what to do, like, that's one of the reasons why, like, with, like, the dishes, like, I wasn't like, you guys need to do the dishes. I kind of let you know, like, your mom asked you to do it yesterday, you should maybe try to get it done today. Like, I'm surprised that you even did. Have to get the other one to do the others, but I think of the fact that you did half of them, it should hopefully help, but who knows? We'll see.
I hate being told what to do. It pisses me off.
Like, especially as a kid, like, you kind of have to just, like, accept it, and, like, you definitely, especially, like, in, like, work situations, like, you definitely have to be able to take instruction and stuff and do things that you don't want to do. That just is, like, discipline. Being able to do things that you don't want to do is just discipline. So, like, you're just undisciplined. Maybe if you got your ass cracked once or twice, you'd have been a little more disciplined. No, I'm just kidding.
See, the thing is, though, is people are too scared.
People are too scared to crack my ass. That's it. Be right back.
Oh, bitch.
Zero, I don't want no smoke. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't want no smoke.
Dog, bitch.
Martin says, I'm a bit of a self-loathing narcissist, so it kind of balances out. I love to hate myself. I don't enjoy hating myself. It's not a good thing. I don't think hating yourself is narcissism. Well, but if you love to hate yourself. But no, you have to, the quality of narcissism is to think very highly of yourself. So if you don't think very highly of yourself, you do not have that trait. Even if you love not thinking highly of yourself, you don't think highly of yourself. Do you need admiration? If you don't think highly of yourself, I feel like people who don't think very highly of themselves don't need admiration. They don't get it anyway. I feel like those two kind of go hand in hand. Also, Sea Turtle, thank you so much for the biddies earlier. I fucking blew right past those. Literally, I meant to thank you once I got to it in the chat. Thank you so much for the 420 biddies. Thank you very much.
420?
Yeah, right. Every time she sends me 4 and then 20. Not even 420, just 420. So it's not 420 biddies. It's 420 biddies. I love it. You're welcome. It's all good. Shout out to Skylar, Black Love, Lonely Sea Turtle, and Cinny for sending us love with biddies this month. Shout out to Spiced, our boss of the live, for what might be a 4th month in a row or 3rd month in a row. I think next month will make 4 months. So if he makes it through this month, that'll be the 3rd full month in a row that he's been the boss. The boss. Sludgy with the lurk. Sludgy got to go do mod stuff for the boy Billy Tees. Make sure you guys show Billy Tees some love if you see him around. Turtle says, I don't know where the biddies came from, honestly. I had over 900, so I've been just dropping them here when I catch it. Hell yeah. Hey, I ain't upset about it. And Martin, you had mentioned, possibly being, a self-loathing narcissist, so I don't want to, like, put you out here, but, like, you don't strike me as the type of person who believes that others are inferior. So I don't think that I would give you that quality either. That you're 0 for 3 right now, as far as I know you, and lacking empathy for others. And as we said, even if you have even if you do lack empathy for others, you have 1 out of 4. That's 25%. You have failed the test for whether or not you're a narcissist. If you pass the test, that means you're a narcissist. If you fail, you're not. You get 50%. That's still not a passing grade. You have 3 of the 4 qualities. Okay, maybe you're a little narcissistic. But I'm still not fucking telling anybody they are or aren't. I'm just kind of trying to understand and have a conversation and understand and share my feelings and understand and share your feelings as well. I'm kind of an asshole. I can understand why my mere presence would intimidate somebody. I can understand why the way that I carry myself would make somebody think that I could have narcissistic qualities. But just because I try to be confident, just because I have to overdo it because of how fucking low I think of myself, I'm also kind of funny. So, like, sometimes I'm just kind of being a dick because it's funny. And it might not be funny to you, but it's funny to me. And sometimes that's all that matters.
You're definitely my uncle.
Yeah? Why do you say that?
I love pissing people off for fun.
I do it in such a way that, like, they really can't get mad, but then when they do, it's honestly kind of funny.
Well,
whatever that's called. Whatever.
Usually,
I do have issues. Narcissism isn't one of them. I do have issues, though.
Usually they'll, like, start to annoy me. Instead of getting mad, I'll just make them pissed off, and I'll just start laughing.
See, that's fair, though. If they're being annoying, like, I think that's fine. Like, I don't go... Like, and that's kind of the same way that I am. Like, I don't just go out of my way to piss people off. But if you're an idiot, I'm going to make you feel it. Like... Oh, man. I'm definitely something. Like, I've got some shit wrong with me for sure.
I guarantee you all my issues, you have.
Yay, heredity! Turtle says, what if I tell my reflection I'm superior? Wouldn't that make it true? I'm not sure what you're saying. Turtle says, oh, also, nice haircut, and how's the girlfriend? First of all, thank you for the nice haircut. Second of all, I'm single.
Hey, cuties.
This is my nephew for legal reasons. He is not my girlfriend because he's 14. We do not have... He is not one of the family members that I play the banjo for.
Hey, 17, remember, Twitch.
Yeah, 17.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my cup.
Sounds good, buddy. Yeah, Sea Turtle. Ugh. Fucking awful, man. Fucking terrible. Like, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to talk about it. Worst fucking... I'm gonna just leave it there because it's not worth it. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my effort. It's not worth my energy. But today's conversation may be sponsored.
By Raid Shadow Legends.
By Raid Shadow Legends. No, I played that game for a little bit, but it was just way too grindy, and I could not.
Oh,
Martin says, there is a difference between being narcissistic, i.e. having narcissistic traits, and narcissistic personality disorder is when you're on the extreme. So narcissistic personality disorder, maybe I'll look into that too, just to make sure that's not something that maybe I fall into, because I genuinely would like to know, I'm not just sitting here being an asshole. Like, I'm actually trying to figure out what's wrong with me. And I'm gladly here to help anybody else on their path while I'm on mine. If I figure shit out, I'm going to share it with you guys. None of this has anything to do with me, like, thinking that I'm better or thinking that I know better. I'm just fucking another idiot in the fucking crowd who actually gives a fuck and actually wants to help. Narcissistic personality disorder. I also want to look up more on, what was it called? Borderline personality disorder, because that's one that, again, not every single trait fit me, but a lot of them did, and it was honestly kind of, I would say eye-opening, but more eye-narrowing, like, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm writing this stuff down so that I can remember, since I have fucking terrible memory.
That's cool, though. You do your research prior to the live.
Yeah, sometimes. If I have a topic and stuff, yeah, I definitely, take some notes. Sometimes I'll even, look it up on the... there's a chance that I look up some of these before the live's over. However, now that I only do it for an hour, I don't really have a lot of time, so... these are probably things that I'm going to look into separately. Maybe we'll talk about each of them separately. You know, maybe over the next couple of days, we will break into some of these disorders and talk about them. Because although I am not a professional and I have no business diagnosing people, there's no reason that I can't talk about it amongst friends and try to figure out exactly what they mean. That way, whether or not they explain things that is wrong with us, you know, when we see these traits in other people, we can maybe help them to know what the fuck is wrong with them. Like, I hope it wasn't a bad breakup. Oh, I'm so sorry, Taco. It wasn't a bad breakup, which makes the following weeks and what happened even fucking crazier. And again, I'm not going to get into it, but I appreciate your condolences, Sea Turtle. Definitely not a bad breakup. However, you're more than welcome to message me later. Yeah, we might have to have a phone call. We haven't talked in a while. I don't know what I've got going on today, but I might give you a phone call at some point, because we definitely... I actually was thinking the other day that I wanted to reach out to you because it's been a little while. Graham says, I've kept quiet since I came in, and no, you're not a narcissist, Taco. You're kind, gentle, caring, and loving. Whoever called you that is a dumb fuck.
Fuck.
Listen, I wouldn't go as far as to start name-calling. However, it's a free country. You can do whatever you want. Graham says, I have EUPD, emotionally unstable disorder, and BPD, and a few others. BPD, as you just heard me, Graham, I was talking about, you know, me having some of those traits, and some of the traits were definitely things that I don't have. So from what I've already looked into, I'm kind of like in the middle, like maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I just have to look, not only look into it more, but you know, talk to my therapist and stuff, and see what they think, you know. Turtle says, yeah, because I had a hard night one day as well. Definitely, Sea Turtle. I'll definitely reach out. Graham with the hydrate, guys. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you take your meds. It's take your fucking meds time. Take your fucking meds time. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Take your fucking meds. Take your fucking meds. Or I'm going to hit you with a baseball bat. Take your fucking meds. Take your fucking meds. Or I'm going to hit you with a baseball bat. We will resort to violence, bitch. You do it. You do it now. As I say, I'm not going to call names. I call my entire chat bitches. My bitches and tacos. My tacos. Graham says, I can see it in you a little. Yeah, definitely. You know, what do we got? We still got 40 minutes, 20 minutes rather. Yeah, actually, I didn't take this hydrate. Let me take this hydrate. I'll pull up that definition. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that today, because I'm gonna do my fucking diligence. Like we're gonna have a whole fucking live on that probably, but we'll see.
I wonder how fucking messed up I am. Like how many fucking...
Well, you're still young, so there's still time for you. You know, the thing about it is, like, mental health is something that, like, wasn't even talked about when I was your age. Like, the fact that, like, you know, I would ask a question in literally, like, the nicest way possible, like, just because I'm a kid and, like, I'm trying to learn, and, like, I would get... Stop back talking. Like, I'm not back talking. I'm just trying to learn. Back talking, dude. I literally swear to God, that is like the story of my fucking childhood. Like, trying to learn information and getting hit for it. Like, because I was back talking, apparently. It's great. It's great. Me and my mom have a good relationship now, but growing up was rough. It really was. Like, I feel bad even talking about it because, like, it's in the past, and, like, she wasn't a bad mom. You know, our parents have gone through some shit that we can't even really fathom. Fortunately, you know, I have a good enough relationship with my parents, and I am able to understand and share their feelings, empathy. And so, like, I have heard some fucking horror stories from my mom and my dad and from the things that they've gone through. And that doesn't justify some of the things that they did, but it at least helps me to understand them as a person and maybe not be so critical in my judgment of them. Graham says, I'll say you're borderline. I'm borderline personality disorder. The B in BPD is borderline personality disorder, so I'm borderline personality disorder. I like it. That sounds good. That has a good ring to it. I'm borderline personality disorder. Maybe. We're going to talk about that within the next 2 or 3 days. I do have a couple different things. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk about sociopathic and psychopathic definitions. The next day, we might do borderline personality disorder. We might talk about narcissistic personality disorder, which apparently is a more intense version of narcissism, according to DJ Graham.
Poor Turtle.
Turtle says, my message was too long, but basically a dude said I was ugly to him. I feel like you might have told me about that. I think I might have heard about that. I'll gladly give you a call and talk to you about it, because I believe when I heard about it, it was just like this, like I think you had typed it, or maybe it was in a message, or I think it was in here. This just recently happened. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you told me about it, though. Like, I'm pretty sure that like the day after it happened, you were in here, and I don't have the greatest memory, so I could be mistaken. I could be thinking about something else entirely. And either way, whether you said it or not, that's fucked up, and I appreciate you sharing it with us, because it is fucked up. Like, if you think that if somebody isn't attractive to you, there are better ways to let them know. Like, I feel like I don't remember exactly how it happened, but I feel like I do remember you say, if physically unattractive rings a bell, then maybe I did tell you, I just don't remember. I can't remember either, Sea Turtle, honestly. But that's the thing too, you know, if you find somebody physically unattractive, that doesn't mean that they are physically unattractive. That just means that they're not your type. You know, that's one thing that I've like used to try to help boost my confidence. Like, I'm not just an ugly piece of shit. I'm just not my type. You know, like, it makes you feel a little better. Like, I'm over here thinking I'm ugly the whole time. I might be, but I might just not be my type.
I'd
You know,
rather
some
think
people.
I'm ugly than lie to myself.
Some people think I'm gorgeous, damn it, and some people think you're gorgeous too. So, you know, you honestly like, have you seen some of the fucking people running around this world?
Yeah,
Like,
and
I
all the ones.
don't think highly of myself, but seeing how some other people carry themselves and how some other people act and just what other people do with their lives, like, that's a confidence booster for me a little bit.
Listen,
Maybe
like,
that's narcissistic. I don't fucking know, but I don't think so.
Here's the thing, though. Most of the girls that act like that like me. Like,
I got like a long hair right here. I got to pull out. Did I get it? Fuck. I was trying to get it the other day and I just curled it.
get it, 0.
You gonna come get my hair for me? Oh, I got it. Hi, handsome. Handsome boy got a bath today. On 0. Don't you run for me. Don't you run for my love. Oh my god, guys. If you didn't see the pictures that I posted of 0 in the Discord last night, you have got to go and look in the fur and flesh babies category. Cutest freaking thing. I was laying down and he came up and just put his head like right on my shoulder. It's gonna have to be new Facebook profile pic. I gotta know which one to make the new profile pic, because they're both so cute.
How am I not in your server again?
You just hate me and left.
Did I actually leave? Because I don't remember.
I don't know. It doesn't tell me when people leave. It just tells me when they join. Turtle says he could have used better words to use. Yeah, for sure. And, you know, Sea Turtle, if anything, I think that should make you feel a little bit better, because if this ignorant motherfucker isn't even intelligent enough to be able to find the right words to tell you that he's not into you without making you feel like shit about yourself, he's ugly as fuck on the inside. You know, that's the thing about people who are good looking, is they're usually pretty fucking nasty on the inside. I've never been so happy to be ugly, because my insides are fucking nice. That didn't come out right. Segue.
How'd you find that out?
My brain just says things, damn it.
Fucking shove a camera up your ass.
Turtle says, dude called me a whole ass physically unattractive. I kind of know what she's saying. I maybe lost some of the verbiage along the way, but I know what she's like getting at, so I'm not gonna question her. Dude basically just told her that she was like completely unattractive, like was just a dick about it. Like, you know, you don't have to lie to somebody and tell them that you think that they're attractive when they're not. But it's like, why you got to be a dick about it? You know, like, as far as, you know, not understanding and sharing people's feelings, like, this person obviously doesn't know how to fucking talk to somebody in a way that isn't going to hurt their feelings. And I'm not saying that you have to talk in a way that's not going to hurt people's feelings sometimes, because sometimes people need to get their fucking feelings hurt. Sometimes people need a fucking wake-up call. But, yo, just because somebody's not your fucking type doesn't mean you should fucking berate them. Like, that's fucked up. That's super fucked up. Was he literally wearing a red flag as a dress? Talk about bullet dodged. Yeah, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, he's kind of sounding a little narcissistic. Not that I'm, you know, diagnosing or nothing, but, like, let's see here. He clearly thinks a little too highly of himself if he's that comfortable dogging on you like that. I don't know about needing admiration, but kind of sounds like a bitch. I could see him needing some admiration. He clearly believes that others are inferior if he's talking shit on you because maybe your appearance isn't exactly what he's looking for. Like, Sea Turtle, it's no different that you... No different. It's no secret that you have a very different look. You know, you aren't going to be everybody's cup of tea. Nobody is everybody's cup of tea. But I see no reason for this guy to be a douchebag about it. Like... Are you my type? No. But do I find you pretty and attractive? Fuck yeah, I do. Because I've known you long enough that even if you didn't have an immaculate fucking smile, your personality speaks for itself. Like, you're one of the realest motherfuckers, and you don't fucking go and prim and proper yourself up to just appease other people. Like... And if this fucking idiot doesn't see that, then don't even fucking worry your little head. You know what I mean? Martin says, next time just say, bitch, I'm a parent. I got walking proof of my fuckability.
I had no clue what he was saying, 'cause it's all fucking stars for me. So
That's so funny.
I was waiting for you to read it.
He has hair down to his nipples. He knew about my son. I personally think I look way hotter with my short hair. And that's the thing, Sea Turtle. You know, some people like short hair and some people don't. So, like, your short hair alone, you know, despite how beautiful of a person you are, is going to turn some people off and turn some people away. But they just don't have that fucking ability to, you know, I don't know. A lot of people, they can't admire beauty if it isn't exactly what they want. You know, that's something that a quality that I really admire in myself. Oh, fuck, I'm admiring myself. Narcissist inbound.
You narcissistic
My narcissistic
cunt.
ass. A quality that I really enjoy in myself is being able to find the beauty in everything. You know, if it's a piece of art or a piece of music or a, you know, video game, anything, like a person, you know, I see the beauty in fucking things that there might not even really be anything beautiful about. And I'm not fucking upset about that one bit. Not once. Not even a little bit. Martin says, oh, did I get censored? Whoops. No, you didn't get censored for me. Panda there's a setting, Panda, where you can turn that off. Like, I'm pretty sure if you just click, like, the 3 dots in the corner of, like, the chat or whatever, I'm pretty sure that it says something about, like, filter explicit text or something. You should be able to turn that off. You didn't get censored here. I read it out loud. Turtle says, but it's just hair. It grows back. For sure. And, you know, it might have not been just the hair. You know, people just, like I said, if it's not exactly what the fuck they want, a lot of people can't appreciate people for everything that they are, you know, flaws included. Graham says, this is where I drop the bomb. I don't look at the outside. I look what's inside. They say never judge a book by its cover. Exactly. You know, there are people that, you know, maybe initially whenever I first met them, you know, I didn't really think that they were very attractive, but it doesn't fucking matter what I think. You know, it's not like I'm going to fucking, hey, just so you know, like, I don't think you're very attractive. And then once you get to actually know the person and you actually start seeing the person and the other thing too is a lot of people don't have a fucking reason to smile, a genuine, real smile. You know, one of the reasons why I know that Sea Turtle is beautiful as fuck is because I've seen that girl smile. Like, when you see somebody actually really smile, when you see somebody actually truly having a reason to be happy, when you see somebody who truly radiates the confidence that they deserve to radiate, there is nothing more beautiful than that shit at all. Like, what the fuck are you laughing at? Bitch, asshole, fuck. Oh, you're not censored anymore? Nice. Martin says, tell that to the Vikings that stole the Book of Kells. Dick. He's like, yay, I can see curse words now.
Oh no, I said fuck to test it, and then Lonely and
Turtle
DJ
said bitch.
both cursed back.
Did you see Sea Turtle too? You said fuck. Sea Turtle said bitch. Graham said asshole. Panda says dick. Perfect time. The other day we asked everybody what some of their favorite curse words were. I'd like to open that back up in our last 10 minutes. What are some of your favorite curse words, or some of your favorite catchphrases? You know, one of my catchphrases is "fuck me in the ass and call me Shirley." I don't know where I came up with it or why it's something that I say, but like, if I'm like just getting fucked in the ass, I metaphorically, of course, that's something that I say. In my humble but accurate opinion, that might ring a little narcissistic bell, but that's one of my favorite fucking quotes. Like, that's I don't know where I got that from either, but it's just something that I say, and it's just such a contradictory statement. What?
Huh?
Oh, I thought you said something. Graham says, "Fuck a cock and suck a clit." Just testing the sensors. Oh, I thought that was one of your catchphrases, Graham. It's off. Graham says, "I'm gonna rip your head off and fuck your brains out." That's a good one. I feel like I used to have some about skull fucking, but I can't remember them right now. Turtle said, "I used to say, what the shit fuck." That's both a good swear and a good catchphrase. I ship it. We did it. We did it. We did it. I can't sing anymore, or else I'll get hit with copyright. I do love to call somebody a rumpty. What is a rumpty? That's interesting. That is very interesting. There's a childhood friend of mine who unfortunately is no longer with us, but he used to always say motherfucking shithole, and so that will always be one of my top 5 favorite swears. Numpty. I don't know what a numpty is. Do the numpty nump. I could Google it, but I'm going to just make you tell me what it is, unless you don't tell me what it is, and then I'm going to Google it. Graham says, a numpty is an English slang word for idiot. I could see that. That makes sense. That makes sense. We've only got 7 minutes left, guys, before we get ready to raid into somebody, so if you have anything that you wanted to say, you're in crunch time right now. We're going to raid. We're going to be talking about sociopathic and psychopathic tendencies tomorrow. That should be a good one. I'm excited, actually. I haven't been excited, like, for a topic. I haven't really had topics in a while, and I'm very fucking excited, man. This You Had Matter. I'm going to shout him out because he's not even in here, but he literally just pulled me right the fuck out of my funk. Like, S-O... You Had Matter. He just started streaming about a month ago, and he did just get affiliate, so make sure you guys show him some love. He does mental health related stuff. He's fucking incredible. I would shout out Jenny Fur, but I don't remember exactly how she spells her name. I believe it's 2 R's and an H. But we honestly might raid into her again because she's cool. So we might not, though. We raided into her back-to-back days, so we might pick somebody else. It depends on who's live. And, yeah. Thank you guys for being here and helping me to do a little bit of self-reflection and, peer reflection. I can't express to you guys how helpful not only this platform, but just, our community, everything we have going on in the Discord, how much that has done for me, mentally, physically, emotionally. And I'm very fucking grateful to each and every one of you for being my friend. So I hope you guys kick ass today. Hope you guys take your fucking meds, or it will result to violence. Drink some water. Talk to somebody you love. Check that one off the checklist, because I'm here, baby. Saying that doesn't even sound right. But what was the other one? There was something else I was going to say. Brush your hair. Brush your teeth, you dirty bitch. No, I'm just kidding. You're not a dirty bitch, but you might want to think about brushing your hair and your teeth and washing your ass or something. Panda says, cunt wad.
That's my favorite.
Oi, bit scratch my balls, Jesus. What? Little teabagger, your taco. Graham, I think there's a language barrier right now. Your Englishman is showing.
You're over here like giving like inspirational speeches, and they're just telling you to fucking scratch their balls.
That's why my live is amazing, because you never know if I'm going to be talking about some fucking, nutsack scratches, or if I'm going to be talking about like some deep, serious shit, and it's literally both interchangeably in an immaculate fashion. Like, it's too fast for most people to even comprehend, which is why I'm glad that I've got you fuckers here.
I'm glad my live streams aren't recorded.
Would you like a cup of tea and a scone, sir? Mine are recorded, but I don't know how long they stay. Like, Twitch, they stay up on Twitch, and I do that, just because there are some people who like to watch them afterwards, who, maybe can't watch them during. But.
Yeah, I don't know how to save it, and I'm glad that I didn't, because
I don't know if you can from Xbox.
you might not be able to, but like...
Martin, just whip it out and flop it on his shoulder. Exactly. This is my pet. This is my pet rat.
I would
He's kind of a dick.
I would be banned from Twitch if I'm safe.
I don't think so. Everything that I talk about, I'm pretty sure is fine.
Everything that you talk about.
Oh, that's fair.
I was playing
I can't
with
imagine.
randoms.
That's fair, yeah. When you're playing with randoms and stuff, you kind of can't. Like, you really can't. Because a lot of times, even if you try to let them know, like, hey guys, I'm streaming, like, they're just fucking...
I was like, you guys are lucky I'm not a big streamer, because if I was, I would kick y'all immediately.
Right.
Oh. I was like,
Alright.
you're lucky. And they were like, there's only like 2 people watching, right? And I was like, no, there's 20. Like, oh.
Which is honestly not a good thing, like, at all. Alright, guys, we've got Chris Wolf live, who has raided us a few times. I definitely have to show him the love. So, that is who we are going to raid today. Our good friend Cherie's hubby. Please join us in this raid if you guys have the extra couple of seconds.
I don't think you can raid on console either.
You can't raid on console. However, if you pull up your stream manager on your phone and type in the command, it will start the raid, and then you can't send it over automatically, but there's like a timer. So once the timer runs out, you actually can send the raid over to somebody else.
So what you're saying is, if I live stream from like 8 to 10, and then send over a raid to you,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to raid me.
maybe for one of the weekends.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Because, well, actually, no, I gotta work on my sleep schedule.
Yeah.
I'm off Thursday.
What, next Thursday?
This Thursday.
You don't have school this Thursday?
I don't go back Thursday.
Why?
Laura does. Because I'm doing VOTEC, and there's no VOTEC Thursday, and so I just stay home since I'm doing my mind too.
You don't have the other?
Well, how Kiski does it is so there's 8 classes in total. VOTEC takes up 3, and they split it between 2 days, 4 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's just one day, like one class on the one day, if you have VOTEC. So
Oh, that's cool.
You just might as well not go to school, so they just don't make you.
That's pretty cool. Sea Turtle says, right, last thing. We still got a couple minutes, so she got it in time. She says, last thing I'll say about this, but I could just as easily buy a wig and wear a wig if hair is that big of an issue. But I would never stoop so low. If my appearance is a problem, then I'd rather be lonely for the rest of my life. Well, and that's the thing, Sea Turtle. Your appearance is not a problem. Your appearance might be a problem to people who are narrow-minded, or to people who are not willing to actually get to see the smile on your face. If people aren't going to give you a reason to fucking glow, then they're not going to see you for how beautiful you truly are. So, fuck them. Metaphorically, because they don't deserve the pussy. On that note, let's get this raid ready to go. Thank you so much, Sea Turtle, for sharing that. I will definitely get a hold of you today, because obviously this is something that's bothering you, and I'm going to make a note of that, because my memory is fucking awful. And actually, I'm going to put that in my calendar too, because I might not ever look at that page again. That happens. I'll write something down, and then I'll look at it like 2 weeks later on a page that I haven't looked at in 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh shit. Never did that.
Fuck, I was supposed to do that, wasn't I?
Yeah. Raid. Let's see here. Guys, this is our friend Cherie's significant other. Please join us in the raid. They have sent us so many raids. They might even be getting ready to end their live. But even if they do, we go over there, we bump up them numbers, and then we make their raid that much fucking juicier, and that would just make them feel, I personally, I love being able to hit a big, sexy raid. So I have to assume that other people like it as well. On that note, I think that I'm just about done. I think that I've given everybody a chance to. Trixie coming in last minute. Trixie, we are getting ready to raid, but I will talk to you for maybe 20 seconds until the thing gets down too low. Good morning. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I also need to make a note in here for something else that I'm not going to say out loud because... Boom. Don't want to incriminate nobody. God forbid. God forbid. Alright, guys. I appreciate you, Trixie. Thank you for coming in. We're going to raid into Chris Wolf. He's playing a video game. I've never actually gotten to see him stream because he streams at the same time as me. And he usually raids into me. So thank you guys for giving me the chance to hit him with a big fat raid of 8. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow if I don't see you before then. And I hope you have a fantastic day.